now our next guest, started and grew her business on Instagram, and she hasn't looked back since. I've still got Neil Petch, the chairman of Virtuzone, in the studio, but also joining us is Faizah Khadijah Ajmal, who is the founder of The Sweetie Shop, which is an online store selling various colourful and freshly baked sweets that evoke childhood nostalgia. And she's also co-founded The Burger Stop with her brother. Both businesses now have a presence at the Ripe Market. You just need to look out for the 40-foot shipping containers that scream fun. Amazing to have you in, Faizah. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Very well indeed. All the better to have you in the studio, because I'm fascinated to find out how you set up your businesses, why you set up your businesses, and what the background was. Let's start with the online Sweetie Shop. Now, I've heard your creations can get pretty crazy. Can you name some of them and just describe a little bit about why you set up the shop in the first place?
So we set up in August 2020, lockdown in Dubai, so we couldn't travel at all, and I think that's when it started, when I was missing all of my UK stuff, so all of my sweets and just going home and having that comfort. At that time as well, I think in the UK there was a lot of funky bakeries coming up, and I was following all of them on Instagram, and I saw that there was a massive market for that in the UAE, but there was no one doing it. Everything seemed to be more American based. So we started off very small. I did a lot of trial and error, lots of baking at home, lots of eating at home, small orders coming in from the UK, and then it kind of just grew from there. In terms of crazy stuff, we have a lot of crazy things. Our menu's constantly changing. We're always trying different things. I think next week we have a jelly baby and jelly top cookie coming out, and that's like full on nostalgia. And our chocolate bars seem to be one of our biggest sellers in Dubai at the moment. They're personalised chocolate bars, full of sweets, popping candy.
Oh my goodness.
And they're very cute to look at, the perfect gift.
Faizah, you might be the solution to my parents' dilemma, because my daughter Kira is about to be 6. I want to spoil the hell out of her, but I want her to be healthy. So when I read freshly baked, I thought, fantastic, a little bit of both worlds. So what I'm quite interested in is who's your target market? How do you go about selling more of these delicious and unique concoctions? So
I do think we started off trying to focus on the UK market out in Dubai, because there's so many, there's a massive UK community, but luckily it seems like everyone just loves sugar. Everyone loves sugar out here. So it seems to be like our market's just grown and it continuously grows. We try to cater for everybody as well. So like in Ramadan, we bring in different kind of ingredients and try to focus on different markets and stuff, constantly changing the menu. I think that's one of our keys, that our menu always adds new things, and we do personalized items as well. So if people are gluten-free, vegan and stuff, we will help them out. We'll just cater to them.
So 2 things, taste and what it looks like. If you had to give each one out of 10, what would you say?
I'd have to say it's both 10 out of 10 for both of them. And I'm not blowing my own trumpet. One, I'm very visual. I love things to look amazing. That's why my Instagram's very, very full of colour.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
It's completely bonkers. It's so pink. Here, I'll show you the screen.
Oh, fantastic.
I mean, so you do these amazing sort of embedded biscuits where you have a cookie, but then you put loads of stuff on top of it.
It's loads of stuff inside and on top. And so one of our biggest sellers is our Lotus fudge cookie.
Yeah.
Inside it's lotus fudge, and then it's covered in lotus cookie crumbs and biscuits.
Anything
and
Little
everything.
Pony or unicorn based that I should know about?
Just
Everything.
give me a call. I can do it. Don't worry about it.
I mean, you make it sound really easy. You know, you had the candy, you had the sweeties, you made something out of it, you posted on Instagram. But was it that simple? How did you build it from your sort of the baby business into what's doing incredibly well right now?
I wish it was as easy as that. But I think once you come up with a concept and you're so passionate about something and you really want to do it, Dubai is literally your playground. Dubai has everything that you could want here. It was just the matter of bringing in what we needed. So, for example, we didn't have the sweets here. We had to bring everything in from the UK. And bringing that into the UK, you need a lot of licenses and everything else. So there was a lot of challenges it was a lot of stress.
Imagine Faizah being, arrested for smuggling jelly tots.
Yeah, massive suitcases. Did you just bring them in suitcases? You're not allowed to do that, by the way.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that, and I'm not going to tell everyone my secrets. But we have all of our licenses, and we brought everything in. And then it was a lot of trial and error, and it was then finding the right staff. It was finding people that were representing our brand correctly, and just keeping up.
What do you mean by that?
So I feel like you can lose yourself as well. In Dubai, it's very hard to maintain who you are, your identity here. A lot of brands tend to just start copying each other, and it becomes kind of like a war zone. Like literally you're following each other on Instagram. You're like, oh God, they're copying us now. We're going to have to do this.
And how do you feel as a business owner when someone does copy you?
I want to cry.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'd want to kill them. I love that you... Sorry, it's just my personality.
You innovated.
Do you know, I think, again, Dubai has such a huge brand culture where people love to follow brands, and you have to be different. And then there's been times where you have larger brands kind of just picking and choosing little bits from you. And sometimes it's a setback, but then again, it kind of makes you feel a bit happy that it's, you've kind of influenced them.
So I'm going to get in trouble now because we should be going to the news. But very, very quickly, you didn't just set up one business. You've now set up another one, the burger business. That is a really saturated market. How did you find your USP there?
The Burger Stop is founded with my brother. He's really passionate about grilling, and he's always loved it. And we just thought they've kind of come together really, really nicely. We have all the desserts, the milkshakes and everything else. And we thought burgers, it's like one huge, just if you want a cheat day, we're here for
you.
Guys,
if you could see Faizah smiling now, you would head to both.
She would,
their
yeah. She's just like, it's the best burger ever. That's our
so
USP. Just really good.
We do make sure that unless it's good enough for us, it's not good enough for anybody else. And my family are massive, massive foodies. Like, everyone that knows us knows that we love to eat.
So I'm in serious trouble. Everyone's doing this behind me, which means break. But thank you so much. It's been fascinating to hear your story. And it sounds like, behind the scenes, there's a lot of hard work going on. So thank you so much for your time. Faizah Khadijah Ajmal, founder of the Sweetie Shop, and also the Burger Stop. That's just there to trip up presenters. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. News is next.